That is a crazy yet wonderful shot when you think about the turn back the clock, and G. Hill, not the way necessarily D drew it up beforehand, but he'll take it for the win.
Hey, a game winner is a game winner, and Dwayne Wade right there. I've seen a lot of them, especially from him, but nothing quite like that.
I'll tell you what, always good to be here on a night quite like this when crunch time goes long. So good to have you on board, Casey Stern, Hall of Famer G. Hill, our coach. We're coachable. There is the czar, Mike Fratello. So, Coach, when you sit there and you think about all of the moments that Dwayne Wade has had in his wonderful, illustrious career, in this last season, gets the All-Star game, the festivities, all the adulation, and the changing of jerseys, but this a signature moment for here in his final season.
He's enjoying his final season, and it just so happens he's had a chance to make some big moments happen at the end of games. If he had to come out of the locker room now and recreate that shot, I'm not sure he'd have the energy to get that shot up there, but that's what adrenaline and emotion will do to you. He stepped backwards after getting it. He may have gotten it blocked twice on the first attempt by two different guys, comes up.
And when you think about that, and as what you were talking about, how he's having fun, like he is enjoying it from the time he made that announcement, the perspective, taking it all in, the exchanging of jerseys, the All-Star celebration, and to have a moment like that, and a moment that was wacky and crazy and very much unlike any other sort of game-winning moment he's had during his illustrious career. You know, for him, you can see the celebration, the running around. You know, you're excited for that. You're excited for him, and he deserves to have this type of experience in his last season, and that was a great moment for him.
I'm not trying to look past the great moment for Wade. However, nobody needed it more than the Miami Heat team. After the last stretch of 10 or 11 games that they've gone through, falling back below the 500 mark the way they have, they're still there with a shot. This could be the thing that brings the team back together again and gets them on that little streak they need down the backstretch to wind up in that 8th spot.
Well, a great energy from the team and certainly from D. Wade after hitting that shot. He is with, after the game, a guy who's always got that kind of energy, and Jason Jackson.
The ball bobbled around and everything, and I just got it and just tried to get it up, and the good Lord put it in for me, so I'm very thankful right now. I'm a little overwhelmed right now, man. It's been a while since a moment like that against a team like that. I told Steph, I said, man, I appreciate that. I needed that on my way out, so thank you.
It takes a lot to believe, and you've sat every day and answered the questions through the losing at home, through the losing during the three here. What is the work that you all been doing that makes you come out, have what?
I got my hand on it. That's why he dropped it and quarterback. It was an amazing play by him.
What was your angle on? I mean, did you think it was going in?
I didn't know why he was open, that open at the three-point line. And, but I just tried to get there on the play. He made a tremendous play, man. I mean, you don't even think about shooting that type of shot and winning the game that way. So they played harder than us all night. They played better than us. We was able to make shots down in the fourth to turn the tide, but they really deserve to win this game.
This is the last game ever against them where you did it kind of shaking your head and going,
man, I forgot. I didn't even think about that until just now. You know, he just gamed us, you know, so I was thinking about the game. But, man, such an amazing player, amazing person, somebody that I've been watching, you know, since middle school, you know, and then to come up and championships and just be a staple here in Miami, man. It's something that you know, you respect as a player. And he's going out like this is probably one of the best you know, years I've seen from a guy that's retiring. So much love to D. Wade.
Kevin, do you have a theory on, like, in recent games why there's been slow starts?
I think I got to be better setting the tone. Especially scoring the basketball, you know, not scoring, but just being aggressive downhill, creating stuff, and, you know, maybe get to the free throw line a little early to slow the game down a bit just to fill us out. Or, you know, so I just think I need to be aggressive, and I think everybody feeds off of that. So, you know, I just got to be better. I got to be better to start the games.
what jolted you guys to life in the second half?
I mean, just being down that much, you know, and we didn't want to lose by 25 points, and, you know, so guys' pride just stepped up after that second half. And we was able to make shots. Klay kept us in the game, and, you know, he was tremendous for us all night. That's why I wish we would have got the W for him.
You know the teams are going to come up with the best game, 8 game. Why do you do to slow it down, kind of get in the groove and don't fall behind so far?
I think teams are coming out just relaxed against us. They have nothing to lose, especially a young team like this. So when you play a little bit more relaxed, those jump shots start to fall. You just, let your head down a bit and you just play. And tonight, you're seeing that with this young group. They came out with a lot of energy, fed off their crowd, and they kind of started off really fast. And I think for us, maybe we got to, I think we have to start games with a little bit more intensity, just a little bit more, not passion, but just energy, to, kind of bust the game open early in the games. I think we're easing our way into it, trying to see how teams are going to play us, but I think we got to put our foot on the gas earlier.
I guess I'll say just exactly how we designed it. We're absolutely dead in the water on that. Actually, I thought we had a couple clean looks, believe it or not. Dion came off one time, maybe had a window, but he had the presence of mind to get it back to Dwayne. Dwayne, I thought, was open the first time. Then he faked it to see if he could get something better, and then that's just Hall of Fame presence of mind. I mean, his back was to the basket. I think he looked at the clock on the other end to see it go to 1. And sometimes you just need to be lucky. We've had some of these breaks go against us this year that, I don't know, maybe we were due for one. But thrilling way to get this game. And I just commend our guys for yesterday. And that's what this league is about. You deal with struggles, you deal with things that are disappointing, and you see if you can grow from it. And for 24 hours, we were able to do it. And not have a ruined day yesterday with the tails between our legs, but it was just come into work and see if we can find some solutions.
You've seen so many of these from him.
Yeah.
Given, Game 3 in the finals in 2006 and all that stuff, but given the stakes, given where you guys are, biggest?
I don't know. I think it's and I even told him, we normally go through our routine. I go around the locker room. As soon as we broke the huddle, I just gave him a huge hug. Didn't even wait. I said, I'm not waiting. I bear hugged him. But I think the raw, genuine emotion after that is my favorite one that I've seen him in all of his ones that he's hit. And I have a couple of them in my office, the .08 ones against Utah and New York. But this one, just the realization that it went in, and then I could see his look to see the official go like this, and then he looked up at the score, and then there was the reaction. And it just, after being 16 years in the league, and just that raw joy, that's what it's all about. That was fun. That was one of my favorite moments, just watching his reaction, and then the team's reaction after that.
Obviously the buzzer beater, but what can you say about, in the last couple of minutes, Dwayne being able to slow down the tempo of the game and just slowing down the game, especially when it's such a high-tense situation?
Yeah, and that's what Hall of Fame players do, because they came storming back, and they can break your spirit, obviously better than any team in the league. They had 2 4-point plays, and when they made both of them, you're not even at the least bit surprised. You're expecting it to go, and for them to get fouled, and for them to make the free throw. You see it time and time again. So oftentimes you can get totally rattled and lose your level of detail and execution on the other end. It's so easy. You see it night in, night out against this team. But if you have a Hall of Famer, you can kind of get set. At least you can get organized, and you're going to get something coherent, and that's what he did. He just got guys to their spots, and we were able to make or miss, able to get the right looks.
When Goran scores big, it's not surprising, but we're a little surprised considering third game back after 2 months off.
I'm never surprised by his talent and the plays that he can make, but I didn't realize that he had 25 at halftime until after I spoke to the team. I was looking at all of their numbers and points in the paint, just some other bigger numbers. I went back in my office, and I was surprised that he had 25. It was just in one of those zones, and And we needed every bit of it because you have to get a cushion against this team. You know, you do, and you have to have players that can make plays against all the switching, and guys that can create something sometimes out of nothing, and go and does that, and he's done it for his whole career.
Warriors make their second stop of a 4-game trip east tonight as they hit South Florida. Golden State has won 18 of their last 21 games. So for all the nitpicking about what works and what doesn't work with the new lineup, which won't include DeMarcus Cousins, he is out tonight resting, they're still really, really, really good. And taking on a Heat team that has sort of inexplicably lost 6 in a row on their home floor. Weird. Maybe they got to go back to their regular colors on that home floor.
I agree.
Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. I'm not saying it is, but worth a try. Let's hear from head coach Steve Kerr.
Yeah, Loon's going to start for DeMarcus.
Second, the last time you played the Heat, that was just a 2-point game. What do you remember reviewing on tape about how you like to play?
They kicked our butts last game. They really did. We had to play really well down the stretch to win the game, but they were more physical, better defensively, smarter offensively. They outplayed us, so we were fortunate to get out of there. And I'm hoping that the fact that it's so fresh on our minds, it's only 2 weeks ago, that our guys will remember how hard you have to beat this team. And it's always been the case since as long as I can remember. You know, they have an identity, and that identity is, you know, they're physical, they're tough, they're going to get after you, they're going to defend, rebound. So we've got to be ready for that.
Somewhat of a quiet month, kind of in February. How much of that do you think is just random? How much do you think trying to integrate into Marcus maybe?
It feels more random to me. It doesn't feel like there's anything different about the way we're playing or the way he's playing. Just every player kind of goes through stretches where maybe things don't go quite as well. But you know the drill with Steph. I mean, as soon as you think, oh man, he's in a little rut, he's going to make 10 threes, and you're going to forget about it.
Steve, have you guys already decided you're going to sit too long?
No decisions have been made on tomorrow night. I know DeMarcus will play tomorrow, but nothing else has been decided.
Jordan's feeling better?
Yeah, he's feeling a lot better. He's kept food down and lots of fluids, and so he'll be ready to go tonight.
Steve, at what point do you start thinking? I know you said this morning, well, it's going to be based on matchups anyway, but so at what point do you start shifting your thinking toward playoffs and rotations?
Not now. We still have a quarter of the season left, and we're just trying to get better. And you know, as we get closer to the playoffs, maybe we'll have an eye towards, you know, who's in our rotation and combinations and that stuff. But right now, we're just, you know, getting through the regular season and dealing with an absence here and there, like DeMarcus tonight, and trying to get better, trying to take care of all the details that we need to be better with.
Steve, what is that? What are some of the things you're trying to get better at before the playoffs?
Well, boxing out. I mean, you were there 2 weeks ago. I think the Heat, at the end of the first quarter, it was 19-4 on the glass, I believe. It's like 7-1 on the offensive glass after 5 minutes. The tape doesn't lie. You know, they would shoot and we would just turn and watch. And Whiteside was in there. Everybody was in there, just creating second chance opportunities. So, you know, that's a big one. Transition defense has been a problem for us. Defending too aggressively and fouling the other night was a problem in Charlotte. So, you know, we got a lot of things to work on.
How important is the #1 seed in the West for you guys?
We'd like to get it. I mean, it will never be a priority over health going into the playoffs. Health is always #1, but we're right there. And assuming we're healthy, we'd like to get it and have home.